Breaking the Silence, and I'm your host, Junia Clovis. Listen, we have none other than Quay on the show today.
Inside.
Welcome.
They normally say outside, but we inside today in this nice, comfortable chair, my ginger lemonade. I feel like royalty.
I can
Thanks
tell
for
you.
having me. Thank you.
Welcome, Quay. I am so
a pleasure.
excited of having you here today. And listen, I can already imagine that this is going to be funny,
We have a
but
good
yet
time.
informative.
We have a good time.
Informative, right? So let's let the spirit move.
Let's
What do you
let
say?
him move. Let him move.
Okay.
Let him move. You see, when I feel the spirit, I normally feel it over here in my left intestine. And I feel something rumbling there, so it's time to flow.
Okay. So, Quay, tell me a little bit of yourself in your younger days and, how your faith has been molded into your life today.
Okay, so from the womb, I've been born. You say the younger days. From the womb, I've been born in the church, single parent home, going to Mount Tabor Church. When I was born, of course, I grew up in the church. My grandparents were from Abaco, Sandy Point, Abaco.
Oh,
So I got a
from
little
good
piece
people.
of island. Yeah,
You
I got a
come
little
from
piece
good
of
people.
Island inside my system. So grew up between Abaco and Nassau. So I grew up in the faith. I started attending church. I was involved in the church. From I was young, my mom was throwing me into church. I was in the youth choir, youth meeting.
You
I
could
even
sing?
was a junior usher. Huh?
You could sing?
I go hold a note. But if you, it's almost like,
A half a note.
yes.
A little crack.
Yeah.
And,
It'll
okay.
crack now. It'll crack. Yeah, I grew up in the church. Young, quiet, shy, decent young man. I'd say I was a decent young man. Never mix up, never blend. And just wanted to not get in trouble. Let me say that. I just never used to like getting in trouble, so I used to do what I could to just stay on the straight and narrow and stay in my own lane, stay in my own zone.
You say you never used to like get in trouble. You used to get beaten, eh? You scared of beating, eh?
Airs, ring, pinch, time out, all of that.
Sound like a
Slippers,
Christian mommy.
Shoe, broomstick, car hood, tree branch,
My Lord.
2x4, 8x11. Yeah.
Yeah, mom wasn't playing.
Yeah,
but
she
guess
don't play.
what? It
was
worked.
for the better. Yeah,
It
yeah,
worked.
yeah. You spare the rod, you spoil the child. Nine spurred.
You're spirit.
it's plenty.
Yeah. Listen, and I had the pleasure of meeting you in front of McDonald's. You remember that?
Yeah, of course. That was back.
You was lying now.
And there was the McDonald's by Tingham, by UB, right?
No. Anyway, let's move on.
Which one it was?
Palmdale.
What we talk about? Palmdale. What we talk about?
I say, I don't know why I need your number, but I need your number, so keep it to me.
Yes, I remember.
No, you
yes,
don't.
you was heading out.
Yes, I was.
I remember. I remember. Yes,
You was heading out.
I remember.
See how you
I was
are?
heading out.
Okay.
Kind of a lie, good. I didn't remember your face. I remember an interaction. We didn't talk long, but you
No.
say, I think I need your number, and I gave you my number right on spot. And then we split.
And from that moment, I realized you were a very humble person, and I also understood that the Spirit wanted me to connect.
Appreciate that.
So I'm very ecstatic to hear everything today.
All right,
Everything,
let's
okay?
dive in.
So you're a family man, right?
Yes, I am a family man.
Okay, what are your principles as a family man?
Principles, all right, so, everybody know Quay. You asking questions to Jaquay.
Jaquay.
Person. I'll give you my perspective on family and the principles of it. So, growing in a single parent home, of course, my father wasn't in my life. And that kind of like disrupted me a bit.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's things that fathers impart in kids that a mother cannot, no matter
In sons.
how much. Right, in sons, no matter how much they try. So I feel like I missed out on a lot
Agreed.
as a young man. Even learning how to shave, how to protect, how to change a tire, these manly things or these take care and protect things. I wasn't able to get that. And to be honest, that kind of made me angry. That started to really spark frustration in me, and I understood why my mother was kind of protecting me from, not him per se, but that side of all of whatever was going
happening.
over there. But what I think one part she really didn't know, I didn't express to her, was it really was affected me.
Okay.
So additional to that, just the spaces around me, I didn't really see healthy marriages. You seeing divorces, you seeing separations, you see married people laying happy together. And I'm sitting there growing up as a young man, like, is this reality? Is this what I can expect for my future? But I made a vow. I made a vow and I prayed. I did some inner healing.
That's imperative.
Some people pray about it, but when you really dive deep and look for the root of what is causing your anger, your frustration, or these like messed up thoughts in your head, you discover a lot of things. And I remember as a young man being upset with my mom because my mom never used to let me go anywhere.
Jesus, I
couldn't
can
go
relate.
outside. I couldn't go on the court. As far as she concerned, they shooting, they killing, they kidnapping.
I could relate.
Stay home. And that frustrated me.
Oh, yeah.
But at the time, a random guy came to me after church one day and he was like, hey, you okay? And I said, I look at him like, who is this boy? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. He said, no, are you really okay? And I don't know why. I'd say Holy Spirit just prompted me just to tell him what I was really dealing with. I told him I was frustrated, couldn't go nowhere, couldn't do anything. And he said, hey, stop looking at it as your mommy not wanting you to go nowhere. God just has you in the incubator to protect you from any of the silly things the devil might throw at you because he really has a big calling on your life. And he wants to save that and protect that and tell us he called you and look at me today.
Right.
So with all these experiences now, I did an inner healing session, like I said, and I was able to now create a standard and a mantra for myself to say, okay, even though this is my environment, I won't be a product of that.
Powerful.
Right. So now I plan to get married. I plan to have a healthy family, family gatherings to stay together, no divorce, and break that curse.
Right.
And now set the new trend, new foundation of, hey, this is healthy marriage. It can work. There is stickability. And for my children and children to come, and even my family to be the example that, hey, this is how it looks to be married and stay married. You know what I mean? So that's my angle on family and my mantra and what I'm really striving towards too.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
Now, I definitely can relate on I can't go nowhere. Only thing is, you had mommy. I had no mommy and I had no daddy. I had sisters that raised me.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I had sisters that raised me. Listen, if I walk outside, the boys won't like me. So it's best I stay inside.
You step outside.
Listen, so the broom, the cord.
You about to go pick your own switch?
Oh, yeah, pick one and don't bring the small one. If you bring the small one.
I mean, that's fair. They never give you a stipulation. Go get the switch, get the big, take one. They never said that. They just said get the switch. So you should accept what I bring. Unfair.
Very unfair. So, but for me, I grew up in Angleston. Which area did you grow up?
Pinewood.
My
The
Lord.
good side.
The good side?
Is there a good side? The good side in the back by the baseball park. Not by the basketball park. The basketball park, by the roundabout.
I even know where the baseball park is.
That's exactly.
So the good part?
Yes.
Okay, we'll take that one. We'll take that in the back there. Okay, good. But mommy sound like a good mommy. Okay?
Yes.
An awesome mom.
Yeah, she protected me, she provided, and she just wanted the best for me.
Okay. So in your journey, I noticed that you started something called the Unorthodox.
Unorthodox.
Tell me about that.
So, again, spilling my truth. We breaking the silence, right?
Breaking the silence.
I was a part of a group called Stop Like a Man.
Yeah, I remember that.
2010. And
I remember that.
Because we's...
Niggas. Oh, Jesus.
She say it. She said it, guys.
I was excited.
This her podcast. She can say whatever. You can say whatever you want. So I was a part of that group in 2010. And then around 2016, they started doing less and less productions, less and less performances, less and less videos. They already brought me into this world. They were the reason I became Jaquay, basically. I started performing
with
on
them.
Stages. And when they started to slow down, again, a moment of frustration. I feel like frustration, once you're in a moment of frustration, you have to analyze that. That's a turning point.
It's a
in your
pinnacle
life.
for you.
Yes. So I became frustrated. I'm like, I want to do more videos. I want to do more acting. I want to do some more silly stuff. And nothing was coming through. So I started a group. I
Okay.
started a group, Unorthodox Entertainment, to basically not do exactly what Collage Entertainment was doing, but to just create a space to give other young people the opportunity I had, because they were able to bring me in, teach me, iron sharpen iron, and then I became now this entertainer I am today. So I wanted to afford that to other young people, faith-based.
Right.
And even if you weren't a Christian, just be around decent people, and you never know, just being in that
That's
environment.
the way that God can
Right,
move.
bring
Just
the darkness
planting
to the
seeds.
light.
Yeah.
They normally say, take the light to the darkness.
No, no.
Let's bring the darkness
To the light.
to the light.
You got to, yeah.
So I was bringing young people together just to be creative, to do fun videos, and to do what they love. And I would be that support system to help push them into whatever their passion was. So I did start that journey out of frustration. But it was cool. It was cool.
Listen, for some odd reason, I really love frustration, because frustration just truly drives you into the
Yes.
next place. Because where else can you go?
Right.
You,
When
you
you're
know where to go.
frustrated, it's either something around you needs to change, or you need to get out of the place, the space
That you're in. You have outgrown it.
Yes.
You've outgrown this space.
So yeah, things birth out of frustration, and that's Unorthodox was started. It slowed down a little bit now because my personal brand kind of got me busy, but that was a really defining point for me, and it really showed me. I was able to show myself that I really care about people's gifts and talents, and I want to see people win. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Was there any breaking points for you where you wanted to give up?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, man. So
Like, give me the juicy stuff now. Don't give me the stuff what you don't.
I think I never done this before. So with Unorthodox, of course, it's a group where you are pulling people from different walks
Angles,
of life,
yeah.
different angles, and you're putting them in a space. I noticed, and I love all my people who's a part of my group, I noticed there was this thing where if they were frustrated with something or they didn't like something, they would discuss it with each other,
My Lord.
and none of them would come to me. And I always wondered why, because I'm so
Open.
friendly, open, approachable. But there was a time when someone would say, this is how the people feel. I don't know if they tell you, and I'm like, no one came to me. But when we get together, everybody's smiling like everything cool. That was bothering me because I want a space where everybody's comfortable, happy, and,
Like a safe
free.
haven, yeah.
Yes. So that was one of the points that crushed me.
Okay.
Because I'm like, I'm doing something wrong, basically.
You automatically start to think negative instead of positive.
And I think I even asked one or two of them, why you didn't come to me and express how you felt? And they was like, they were scared to, but
Fair.
now you have me thinking I doing something wrong. You know what I mean? And I felt like a failure in that moment. When it comes to comedy, I did a show for some pastors in the room. And everybody had on their collars and all their regalia.
All their regalia.
All the archbishops and semi-archbishops and all that was in the room. And I was performing for a group of pastors inside Hilton Hotel. And I up there for 15 minutes cracking joke. I then performed these jokes, but a couple of churches had the church lay out. I don't need same jokes for these pastors. All they hear is soup.
They'll sit on you now.
All they hear is like cling, 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 eating their soup, sipping, and 5 minutes in from I see anybody laughing, that's sign to say, okay, wrap it up.
You know, you know, in the world they might show a little tomato at you.
Well, but they're not no tomato. They want to have pumpkin
Bless the
soup.
Lord.
Yeah, but not a piece of laugh, and that crushed me because I thought maybe
You're not this funny.
I ain't funny. I shouldn't be doing this. And I walk out the door, and I literally gonna quit that day. To say, yeah, I ain't think I doing this no more. And when a random girl walked past me, walking back in the door, she's like, hey, you did a good job. And I wanted to punch in her mouth. Because why you
You
ain't...
mean it.
No, right, I forget. Yeah, I wanted to just tap on the shoulder and be like, well, why you ain't laugh? Why you ain't laughing? We was inside.
Right.
Everybody
Why you
made
wait
me
till you
feel
see
like-
me?
But that did encourage me not to give up. It did make me rethink some things, pivot, and just say, you know what? If it's a room full of pastors, I probably ain't gonna accept the gig. Because I did do another one in the future. It was just like men, male pastors in the room. That reminded me of why
You stop
I
doing
said I
it.
wasn't gonna accept it no more. I think it's just, I don't know, status.
No, status, and for me, I feel like, okay, I'm in ministry, okay, and I think we as Christians sometimes forget we need to laugh. We're too uptight. I feel like that. Why you sipping? I feel like sometimes we're a little too uptight, and we need to come back to earth. There's a scripture that says, "You can't be so heavenly minded that you know earthly good." Okay, so as
For
a
y'all those who
Christian,
don't know where that scripture is, it's somewhere between Genesis and Revelation.
somewhere in between there,
Just look for it.
just look, you'll find
I
it.
got you.
Thank you. 'Cause, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, as for me, I had to take a step back for a little minute because when I walked into my Christian life, that was 2017, I started to lose, I felt like I was losing me. And then I realized I built a relationship with the Holy Spirit. And I realized he had a sense of humor. Why is it that the church people are so uptight? Oh my God.
Religion.
Yeah, it's religion.
I
It's
feel
religion.
like it's religion, or they don't understand. Again, the scriptures say laughter is good medicine. They don't really know that scripture like that.
No,
So if you come in there clowning around, they thinking, this a holy place. Why we cracking joke in this holy place? It's like laughter is healing though.
Yeah, there's a time and place for everything. I believe there's a place where we worship, we cry out to the Lord, and when we get back up, look here, the Bible also says, be like little children. Come together again. Like if you make me mad, I come into you and laughing again.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
when,
I didn't
when
know
mommy to
you.
beat you, you
Yeah.
go back home, mommy. Yeah, I'm
No,
hungry.
it didn't work like that.
No?
That's mad for like a day or two.
But-
Go and just go kiki. Actually, one day I was in one store, and this little child would not stop moving. Now this love, this is the epitome of love. This child would not stop making noise and moving, and the mommy keeps saying, "Get up, sit down, get up, sit down." The child even keep still. And mommy raise her hand, one kataya, bop on the
I know.
child's shoulder. The child pause, and then hug him and say, "I love you." I was like, "What?" She beat you into love?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Crazy work.
I get in my room. I get locked up. You get beat back into love. You get beat. Go cry. No, mommy, I love you. That's a powerful wow.
You think it's maybe our generation, maybe we used to think like that? Because I feel like these children are a little bit more open and more diverse. Because
Yeah.
I
Today's children?
Today's children more diverse.
Different league.
A whole
Whole
different.
different league.
Yeah,
We was
because
in this spot.
no,
No.
man, we still bad in forgiveness
Right.
area in that little bad.
These, they different now. We ain't get into that, but
No.
they different. You need a special anointing for these children, for true.
Well,
You have children?
I have a stepdaughter. Her name is Unisha. That's my baby.
Who?
Unisha.
Oh, Unisha, yeah. I know Unisha.
Yeah. Where you know from?
What your next question was?
Okay. So anyway, like I was saying, I feel like we just need to breathe. Let's start with that. Let's breathe. God has given us life, but we only have one. We ain't got two. So let's just enjoy that. So I actually bought some tickets for your show.
Which one?
The ones that's coming. That's coming very soon.
The stage play?
No, you and.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you could be there.
Oh yeah, I bought 3 already. Yeah,
This
so
will be
we
a
looking
good
to have a
time.
good time
We
and
gonna have a
laugh
good time for
because
sure.
I believe in just meeting everybody. There's a scripture also that says, the wealth of the wicked is stored up for the righteous, and in the marketplace and church, we need to find a way to bridge the gap because if I can't talk to the sinner man, how dare? Why am I talking to y'all? Y'all already saved. For God's
That
sake.
has frustrated me so much. They feel like, so when I was transitioning out of the church and started doing weddings
Yeah.
and parties and stuff like that, baby showers, there was people who was calling me, asking me if I still safe.
Jesus.
Like legit, ask me if I still safe, and I'm like, why you ask me that? Oh, I see you at the party and stuff like that. I say, was I doing anything out of the ordinary? No, you was hosting it. I said, so what's the problem? And I'm like, if I only do church events, how y'all say, take the light to the darkness. If light dancing with light dark, it always stay dark.
Right.
So when I go host my events and I go into these spaces where there's rum, where there's music, where the girl them bend over, toiking and getting on bar, doing the splits on the table, swinging from the ceiling and stuff. I stand in there with my integrity, with my decent self, and I still conversation with them to show them, you know, you don't got to be,
Doing all that.
you don't, not even bashing them for what they doing,
No.
but we still could vibe in the same space. I have people who will come and talk to me who clearly is curse, but if a curse word slip, they'll apologize to me. And I look at them like, what happened?
Yeah, yeah, I get that. I get that a lot because, of course, I do believe in, I don't believe in recycling Christians. I do believe in causing new Christians to come. I mean,
No.
yeah, to come into the
Chri-
fold.
Yes.
Come into the fold. There's a biblical point that I'd like to point back to. When Jesus walked, he was walking down, and I think his name was Zacchaeus. He was the tax collector, if I remember.
Yeah, he was
And
tax collector.
he heard about this Jesus. He heard about him, and all he know is, you know what? I need to know this man because everybody know him.
Right.
And I collect tax. I want to know where he tax money is, right? So he climbed up the tree. And all these people around, when Jesus reached, all these people around, Jesus look at him and say, you know what? Zacchaeus, come down from there. I go into your house today. Now, Zacchaeus used to rob the people.
All the
That was his...
Sticky finger.
Exactly. So Zacchaeus gone. He went with Zacchaeus to home, had lunch. And by time as that encounter was done, Zacchaeus said, you know what? Jesus, everybody that I've robbed, I'm going to give them 4 times whatever I took from them. And that was powerful. I felt like in that moment, Jesus used that opportunity to turn something around, to bring Jesus to a sinner man, because he was a fisher of men. So he wanted to bring them into the fold. And he did not. One thing I love about Jesus, and I don't understand what we don't get, Jesus definitely was for the sinner man.
Yes.
He came here for the sinner man. I just, on one of my TikTok episodes, I said, I don't understand what y'all don't get. Jesus was in the church reading the scrolls as a child, yes. But as an adult, he break up the church. He's out of the boat and he's breaking the church.
In the streets.
Yeah.
The beach streets.
And he's going to parties. His first miracle was at a wedding party.
I said wine for everybody. Wine
Wine for you.
everybody.
Wine for you. Just don't
Everybody
get drunk.
wine. Right.
Because he doesn't like that. Don't get drunk. And listen, everybody have their thing.
I
So
don't understand.
So for me, I might can't drink. But as for you, you may have a little something, but not get drunk. Because that's scriptural. All right? Let's get to that.
Right.
Let's move forward.
So, but yeah, that
Yeah.
always frustrated me. Like they didn't understand that in order to bring people in, you got to take the light to them. So just me being in a space could, kind of purge somebody.
Yeah.
Could inspire somebody by Quay making it. He ain't cussing and carrying
He ain't
on.
doing all that.
He ain't doing all of that. People that say that I like that your content clean.
Yeah.
You don't got to cuss and carry on and do vulgar stuff to be
Somebody
funny.
actually said that to me. A lady that I met, very influential, paved the way for this in this country. She said that to me on Saturday about you, actually. She said, oh, I know him, because I was asking a question. She said, I know him. Beautiful young man. Very, very, very calm. He knows, he speaks well, and he doesn't do all of that. So that's your brand, and
Yes.
that sells.
And
you-
people respect it.
And they respect it, and you're integral. So there is ways to do business and remain integral.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there's definitely a way. You don't have to change who you are to operate in a space, because they call you in that space because they love who you are.
Right.
Why are you changing who you are when you get to that space? Sorry.
Okay. So now, there's another question. Why are you doing that?
I said to prepare for each one of your questions because I know which angle you
Where
coming
you
from.
trying to go?
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw a little clip with Pastor Delton Ellis a few weeks ago. And I want to know, how did you feel when that was actually happening? And how do you feel with him admitting that now? Did you believe that they didn't notice, or did it, what did you believe? Tell me.
So, I never saw it.
No?
Personally, growing up, while I was attending Montego, I never saw it.
Mommy was sheltering you.
Not really. Maybe because I was in front of them, the smiles come on.
Yeah.
The keys, even now when I go by the church, not saying, I don't know who it is, who
Right.
you referring to,
Right.
but I'm sure I buck one or two of them because I
And
be all about who come and say, man, I see, the only place I can see you is on TV. I like your commercials. I like your work and stuff like that. And you don't know. Like, I was shocked. I was shocked because why is the joy of a child frustrating you?
my Lord.
Why is, and I don't know the context in which, take me out of youth meetings from attending, or take me, I was a youth director.
Right.
I was a youth director. So maybe it was like, take him out of that role, because maybe he ain't taking it serious because he always laughing. But what they don't know is that if they was to come and sit in a youth meeting, I used to have youths from other churches
Right.
sneaking off to come to our youths because it was so lit.
Right.
We had youth meetings every Friday where they didn't want to go home. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, they didn't want to go home because they was having so much fun. To transition from a youth to now a youth director, I knew what I enjoyed and I knew what me and my friends wanted. So I was able now to get in a place where I could build that music, lights, artists. Every Friday we had a different artist come through and perform. Bass thumping, like you in the
That sound
Honda.
fun. That sound like
Right.
something else could come to.
Candy, prizes,
Yeah.
snacks. Like, it was the ultimate youth meeting. So if they was in that space, they would understand why I was the way I am. Number one. Number two, they don't know that where I am today was because I was trying to escape a frustrated place.
Right.
So now, again, if you look at it from outside, you mad at a young man who trying to stay happy. Which one of them get serious and stay miserable?
My Lord. And the
Number
suicide rate so high.
And you in the church, why you looking down on people? So much people in the church looking down on young people. Don't encourage them. Don't pull them up. Don't. And I ain't talking about the religious set.
No.
Who follow their way because
That's the way they know.
Right. Why not? Like, God accepts everybody where they are and still uses them. Why? And you want to be like Jesus? Why you ain't doing that? Why you looking down on people? Why you hurting people's feelings? Don't get pregnant in church.
My Lord.
You go sit in back.
Listen.
Come off the
Listen.
pulpit. You come off the choir stand. You go sit in the back.
You hit a nerve for me. Because when I was a child, without having a mom, no mom, the church people, from instantly, well, their mommy, dad, they could be a bunch of pregnant girls because we were 5 girls. Can I tell you, bless the Lord, still no children? You know what I mean? Because that's a promise I asked God. I asked God from I was a child. I said, God, you know something, please, don't allow me to have kids out of wedlock, one. I said, God, please, don't let me have children and not have anything to give that child and me frustrate that child because I'm frustrated. So these were prayers for me as a woman, as a child, because the adults were condemning a baby. And it's almost like word curses sent at you
Yes.
in your future. So you now got to pray against this thing. And you got to talk to God for your future. So I get it.
And some people fake too.
My Lord.
Because they'll talk with you behind your back with just, you've been in the news, you mix up with this, you are a child. But let them see that child on a Sunday. Oh, let me hold the baby.
Baby.
Again, same thing with people laughing in my face, encouraging me, and then talking behind my back. So that confused me. I'm like, by what I do, but like he say, who laughing now?
Yeah.
It was just preparing me for
Where you
my
are today.
future, my gift, my destiny, where God is, about to take me in my life. And I hope that was a lesson to a lot of parents, a lot of church people, when you see the young people, wherever they are, whatever they do, even the ones who antsy, can't stop moving.
Yeah, can't stop
who
moving.
always want to draw on something, tap into that.
Yeah.
See what that is, because that could very well be their breadwinner in the future, be their gift, be the thing that they're called to,
Yeah. So that's great. Tell me, when did you know you were walking in purpose and this was where you needed to be? And in conclusion, what would you say to someone watching, a young creative coming up? What would you say to them and how to pursue that purpose.
Run
Gee.
in a good way. So I feel like everything that I found myself doing in positive spaces was molding who I would become today.
Yes.
And I was sure that this was my calling because God basically pushed me off a ledge.
Yeah.
In 2018, he sent about 6, 7 different signs to tell me it's time to leave your job. Your comfortable job where you're making good money, you got to leave. And again, believe it or not, I was there for 5 years. Security guard. Yeah.
What you was securing?
See the pencils and pen in the office. It couldn't have been not the cruise
Nothing
sport.
serious.
Yeah, it couldn't have been nothing serious. But I was in AC. I was in my own office, and after 5 years, I started to get frustrated at going to work.
Right.
I was okay with it, and again, that word frustration. Now I got to go to work. What bothering me? Like I don't have no real reason, but I started to get frustrated.
Right.
And that's when signs started to show up that hey, it's time for you to leave. Time for you to leave. Time for you to leave. And it's a whole story on how I was sure that it was time, but after I left, after like a week of quietness, from 2018 to now, I've never seen a slow day
My Lord.
because God kept his end of the bargain. I say, if you're pushing me off this ledge to trust you, I will fully trust you. But I pray one bold prayer. I say, God, you gotta hold me up and make sure I always make money.
Yeah.
2, you gotta make sure I keep evolving so I don't never get stale and
And get
people
bored.
people get tired of me basically, or doing the one trick pony. You doing one thing now, or payments get tired of you quick.
Quick.
And 3, that I always stay grounded in what I do as long as I offer my gift back to you. So as long as I'm using the gift you give me, let me keep going. And I've been going from 2018 to now. So that's how I was sure. And what would I tell a young person out there trying to find their space in the creative world or whatever you're passionate about? Do it afraid. Do it afraid because that's how I got where I am today.
Right.
The first time I went on TV, first time I hosted an event, the first time I did a wedding, the first time I did a stage play, I did all of them dead scared, leg trembling, night and bony. So imagine 2 little noodle, just wobbling. But I gone up there and I do it. And then I start making money from it.
Right.
So I say, okay, God sustaining me. You know what I mean?
Yes.
There are sometimes I did 2 shows, 12 people came to the first one, 20 people came to the second one. And I almost gave up. Third one, 300 seats sold out.
My Lord.
Fourth one was the one I did last year. 1,200 people in BFM.
Yes.
Just gotta keep going.
There was no parking.
There was no parking.
Right.
And it was raining.
And it was raining.
And people still was coming in.
Yeah.
So you just gotta keep at it. Fail a couple times, you could be okay. There are products that exist today that are actually failures. Because it was a failed experiment or something accidentally happened, it created a new product. For example, chocolate chip ice cream. The maker accidentally cut up chocolates rather than the chocolate milk and created chocolate chip ice cream.
Yeah.
The guy who made cereal was cornflakes was trying to make granola and it failed, but it became cornflakes. So you have to fail and just watch God take it to the next level. And once you trust him, you'll be straight, man. And always remember to dilly
And not Dali. I tell you. Because we is. We leaving that.
we can leave that right there. I appreciate it, though.
Thank you so much for coming on this show today on Breaking the Silence.
Pleasure.
Listen, I had an amazing chat with you today.
Likewise. You watch me break some silences for sure. Because 2 of them things I never tell nobody. So you get me.
I get you solid. I love that. Well, it ain't me.
Right.
God.
Okay. I thought it's a lemonade. Yes, God. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming on. That's great. And hope to see you again
Soon.
soon.
Not by McDonald's.
Not there.
Yeah.
Yeah.